An historic event on the island was the official delivery of the Cultural Center of Northern on one of the main reasons for President Duque's visit to the island yesterday.
This is the most important cultural infrastructure investment that has been made in the history of the archipelago of San Andres, Providence, and Santa Catalina, and the Keys. As you can see, you will have a theater for hundreds of people, a library, a children's library, a computer center, 7 rehearsal rooms, a dance hall, and this is the infrastructure so that first and foremost, the right side culture can be shown to the world.
President Ivan Duque described this work as the showcase of culture in the archipelago, a place that Teleislas have been waiting on for years, a facility with an investment of more than 1,500 million pesos, and that was delivered completely with real estate, air conditions, and computers. During his visit, he toured the facilities and the spaces of the Cultural Center, highlighting the importance and necessity of continuing to make visible and empower the culture of the islands. For her part, the Minister of Culture stated that in September, the center will be equipped with required musical instruments.
We have opened a bidding process for all the acoustic equipment of this center for the provision of musical instruments that will have an investment of about 1,400 million pesos. This will be the most equipped cultural center perhaps of the country that will be opened on July 11th, and that should be awarded in the course of the following week, and for which we will begin to bring the provision of this beautiful space for September, which will also guarantee that it has high standards of technological quality for the artists that require specific sound conditions.
A space that is expected to have the necessary conditions to impact the music, dance, tradition, and cultural heritage of the islands to next generations.
And during the handover of the Northern Cultural Center, Dr. Samuel Robinson and Governor Everett Hawkins spoke about the importance of this structure.
For the Raizal leader, the space delivered has sentimental value for all the Raizal people.
Yo tuve un sueño por muchos años, como decía Martin Luther King. I had a dream. Hoy tengo una realidad.
I had a dream for many years, as Martin Luther King said, and today I have a reality. By delivering this work to the people of the archipelago, I want, on behalf of the community and the entire cultural authority, the cultural managers, to thank the president for being in charge of this. I thank him very much.
Primero que todo, darle gracias a Dios por...
First of all, thank God for this moment, for so many moments that we have lived along this administration. With this facility and other works, there has been a joint effort, and so we are able to achieve this. This touches our soul. Here I was trained at the age of 9 to play a recorder. I was trained to play trumpet, and I was also part of the youth band. That is why, President, when you make cultural expressions of singing and playing guitar, I see and understand what you live, because it is the same thing I lived. The fact that we are in office does not mean that we should abandon what we like to do, and above all, to abandon music and culture, and because not everyone has the talent for that.
The need of the construction of this infrastructure was given in the framework of the San Andres, Providence, and Queclina Plan, a program of the national government that executed resources for the finance of strategic investment programs and projects for the development and improvement of the sustainability of the islands.
A blockade of the main road in the sector of Linval and Cove is being recorded this time. Inhabitants of this sector state that they have more than 2 months without receiving water. And also, they say that they will not remove the blockade of the road until they receive water service in each of the houses in the sector. In other news, traffic accidents are again reported on the island. During the weekend, several people were injured due to vehicle crash.
Several people have been admitted during the weekend to the departmental hospital due to injuries caused in traffic accidents. Fortunately, none of them have been serious so far. Yesterday night, in the sector of San Luis, there was an accident where one person was injured who was taken to the departmental hospital and is stable. On the other hand, there are several injured in traffic accidents that were admitted to the medical center during the weekend and who were evaluated by the medical staff. At this time, 3 of the injured are hospitalized in stable conditions and were assessed by orthopedics. According to information given to Teleislas News, they will be discharged later. It is worth mentioning that the traffic authorities have emphasized on several occasions that road accidents are due to the recklessness of drivers who do not drive with caution and do not respect traffic regulations.
For 3 days, the Hines and Rose Keys will be closed in order to conduct maintenance and cleaning activities.
The Departmental Secretary of Tourism gave details of the decision taken in compliance with Decree 0129, which orders the closure of Hines Key and Rose Key for periodic maintenance and cleaning activities.
By means of the present, I would like to remind you of Decree 0129 of 2022, by which some maintenance and cleaning activities were programmed in what is commonly known as the Aquarium Key. This includes the smaller keys known as Hines and Rose Key, in which during the 1st of August until August 3rd, we will be performing preventive maintenance and landscaping work. Similarly, these days are breather for these natural ecosystems which throughout the year are iconic and very visited. So it is in that case and in that sense that we are making these closures and agree that these closures are scheduled quarterly, and this is our 3rd day of landscaping in this tourist complex.
Inspectors, tourism service providers, and other officials of the Tourist Secretariat join forces to clean, paint, and organize the important tourist site that will be reopened on August 3rd.
And work is progressing on the Four Corner, Orange Hill, and Pepper Hill roads, which would benefit the inhabitants of these sectors.
The Secretary of Infrastructure, Alfredo Escalona, in dialogue with Teleislas News, gave details of the progress made on the works being carried out in the different roads such as Orange Hill, Four Corner, and Pepper Hill, which are at the stage of laying sub-base.
Nos encontramos también avanzando con.
We are moving forward with the works we have started, such as the Orange Hill, Four Corner, and Pepper Hill roads. These works are in execution. They are already in the stage of excavations, placement of sub-base, and then we will be in the reinforcement system. Rapid progress is being made in the Four Corners sector, in the interior that is connected with the existing road. In the Orange Hill sector, the pertinent work is being done, such as the stockpiling of material to start with the sub-base, reinforcement, and paving.
It is worth emphasizing that after commitments in the committee, some important points in the works being carried out will be improved.
In the committees, it was given as a commitment that the signage should be improved and there would be no more excavations until what has already been excavated is paved.
A controversy has arisen on social networks about some photographs that reveal the alleged terrible state in which some animals are in the departmental shelter. To clarify this situation, the local government made a statement.
Shock has been caused in the archipelago by photographs showing the deterioration of a horse and the wounds of a canine that are allegedly inside the departmental shelter. In view of this situation, the departmental government, through the Secretary of Public Services and Environment, which is in charge of the place, made a statement on the fact.
We see the good condition in which the animals are after a while. It is important to clarify that the animals enter here with wounds and mistreated. After being reported through the environmental police, in this place there is no mistreatment. As you can see, the animals are well fed. From early in the morning, they receive their first food as well as the cleaning of the place.
The Secretary of the Public Services portfolio said that the shelter has professionals in charge of the animals as well as medicine for their treatments. He also said that there is progress in the process to choose the new operator of the departmental shelter.
At the latest, in 2 weeks, the departmental administration will hire the next operator of the shelter in order to improve the situation. Among the demands from the new service provider is that there be a mobile unit, since according to all these cases of mistreatment that have been occurring, and to improve service times, we will be demanding this type of tools from the operator through the contractual agreement, which we consider will be an improvement to benefit and reduce the attention to animal abuse.
The administration points out that the shelter is available for all those citizens who wish to adopt a pet.
And this weekend, our regional channel Teleislas triumphed at the Create Awards, winning the award for the best music program.
Last Friday, the program Dance For Me from our regional channel Teleislas received the award for the best music program in the second edition of the Ibero-American Audiovisual Contest for Cultural and Scientific Dissemination, an initiative of the Association of Ibero-American Educational and Cultural Television, which highlights creativity in audiovisual, scientific, and cultural products. The award was presented at an impressive gala and was received by the regional channel's general manager, Emiliana Bernard.
Thank you very much for this great recognition to Teleislas channel. Thanks to the jury for watching our production, to those who made possible this series that shows the traditions of our music and the Raizal dance, to the ICT Ministry for funding this project, to the producer Ingrid Rodriguez, thank you. This is an award for our island, for its people and its cultural identity.
Dance For Me is a contest program with the scene that fuses a musical program with a reality show and live music of the regional sounds of the territory. The program received $1,000 awarded by the Free Press Corporation for this award.
Congratulations to all your production of Dance For Me, and now let's get to know other facts that today are making news in our brief news section.
The Traffic and Transportation Division of the National Police conducted this weekend an awareness campaign to all road users to avoid road accidents, socializing thematic to use the safety elements of the vehicle seat belt, make the review of the technical and mechanical condition of vehicles before starting their trip, do not drive while intoxicated, and do not exceed the speed limits. The Corporation for the Sustainable Development of the Archipelago Coralina, in the framework of the implementation of school environmental projects, conducted at the Brooks Hill Educational Institution an activity of separation of solid waste initiative that aims to educate children on issues such as recycling and reuse of elements as key tools to contribute to reducing the levels of waste pollution on the island. This weekend, in the Rosales Hooker Hall of the Departmental Assembly, the closing of the second ordinary sessions of the 2022 term took place. The closure that was in charge of the Secretary of Mobility, Louis Viloria Howard, delegated by Governor Everett Harkins Shogreen. In the framework of the event, the administration achieved the approval in the second debate of 3 projects before the Departmental Assembly, which were future revenues, the creation of new departmental secretariats, and the name of the new House of Culture of North End, which proposes to be the name of the historian and cultural manager Samuel Robinson Davis.